well, this course is termed Business and Business English, but it actually covers business and current affairs. Sometimes or often the two are interlinked. So if we do something on current affairs, it has business links. For example, if we talked about Donald Trump, he actually comes from a business background, and he's very much involved in current affairs, given he could be the next US president. I can't ask any questions of the students, can I, Pearl?
I cannot really hear you from the back of the classroom. So you
All
want
right,
to
at this
start again?
stage, no, all right. At this stage, I can't ask the students questions. That's all right. I've just said that at the moment, this course concerns business and current affairs. Can you hear me now?
Okay. Because we have some construction work going on around the classroom. But I guess
Okay.
we have already leveled the voice volume to the maximum. So.
All right. Well, I can't make it any
yeah.
louder here, so I'll talk as loud as I can. If I suddenly go off, it's because I've been coughing all week, and I'm using what we call lozenges to keep.
So you had a cold?
Yes, I've just recovered. So I'm all recovering, I should
God
say.
bless you.
Well, thank you very much. All right, now, so we'll talk about business and current affairs, and for that reason, the topics may differ from week to week. So rather than give you a fixed timetable, I'll be doing the topics weekly. So this week we're talking about problems in America with Ford Motor Company, should we have time to actually do any teaching. Now, if you as a student want a particular topic that you'd like to see dealt with, you can email myself or Pearl and tell us. And if I can find something suitable, then we could do it in class. It could be listening, because we use videos from the news and YouTube, and we can put, we call that multimedia. So we can run multimedia listening on a particular topic, or we can take an article from an online news site or whatever you want. So all materials we take are from the internet. We don't use textbooks for this course, and all materials will be from the internet. Every week they'll be posted shortly after class for you to have a look at if you wish. So when you go on the university website, you'll be able to see what's going on. Now on the website this week, just let me show you what's there. This is the interface that you'll be dealing with. So the provisional course timetable is here. Grading I'll discuss in a minute. The teachers will be myself and Pearl, and also Greg will be your TA. We'll be talking about student profiles in a minute. There'll be details of your assignments. These are the class details each week, and the contacts for myself, Pearl, the TAs. Now, if you're using your own computer, you have to download the so-called JoinNet, which is what we're using at the moment. Now, up here, there's different things that you'll need to learn how to use. So at the moment, this is a picture, it's not the actual thing. So start learning is what you click to get this up, and then any announcements or forums or live meetings you can have a look at and work out yourselves. So if you need to download JoinNet, it's here. Now, the assessment for this course is we're changing it a little bit this year, or this semester. Now note this is to be finalized. So Pearl and I are still deciding what we're going to do exactly, but there will be a mid-term and final exam. You'll have the dates of that on your timetable. They're worth 25% each at this point. There is a mark of 20% for participation in class attendance. Some people are very good at not attending, and you do have recordings of the class available. So all classes are recorded. That's a multimedia recording, and you can actually watch them. So if you do miss a class, you can still watch the material being delivered if you wish, and that's on the website. In fact, that's under Join Net Meeting Recordings, which is here. It stops here, you have to click that. But Join Net Meetings recordings are available every week. There will be an assignment worth about 10%. That assignment will you'll have to construct a cover letter and a resume in English related to a job that you might want to apply for. Now, previously, I've given you examples and students had to do it as a single assignment, but we're going to break it up this semester. So you'll be submitting to a blog site. It's on the university website. So every week or every fortnight or 3 weeks, we'll do a little bit in class on, say, a cover letter. We'll start with a cover letter and we'll talk about each bit of the cover letter, perhaps over 3 weeks. And every week you will have to submit that bit of the cover letter that we've talked about. So the intention is to make you think about what you're doing and to mark you as you go. Now, a blog site, as I said, it's where you can put, it's not, you can either write to the blog site or you can put a file there. Now it will be only between, you know, myself, you and Pearl. It won't be shared with other students, so it will be private, and you'll be marked each week on the effort and quality of the writing you submit. So if you put in more effort, you'll get higher marks. If you put in no effort, you'll get low marks. And I'll talk more about that next week. Now there is a group assignment. That's an oral presentation, and that'll be in groups of 2, possibly 3 students, and you have to start thinking about who you would like to work with. You'll do an oral presentation to the class on a topic related to business, English, or current affairs, and you choose that yourself. And again, you use PowerPoint, or you can use your own computer. We can share desktops and so on, and you give that presentation to the class and you're marked on it. Then there's a student profile. Previously, this has just been a picture of you with a bit of writing. Now, students have not taken this very seriously, so I've made the mark 10%, and you're going to submit it to a vlog site as a video promoting your interests and aspirations. Now, you can either make this public. So if you don't mind the other students seeing it, we'll put it on a public website that you can all see. If you want to keep it private, then you can simply say, look, I'm submitting this to you and Pearl, but I don't want the other students to see it. So we will not make your marks public. So it's only your marks are private. Now, again, it's worth 10%. The more effort you put into making the video, the better mark will be. It will not be based on the quality of your video. I know some of you have got better phones than others, but on, you know, the effort you put into it. So again, we'll talk a bit about the structure over the next few weeks, and that you'll be expected to submit that by midterm, and anybody that doesn't submit it on the date gets 0 for it. So as I said, you lose 10% if you don't submit them. Now this is to be finalized. These elements will be there, but their final marks may be changed depending on feedback that I get from the TAs and Pearl. But that's the intended nature of the assessment this semester. And if anybody has any views on this, you're welcome to email me and tell me. Any remarks you make to me will be treated privately, so if you don't think this is fair, or if you'd like to see something else, you can give me feedback on this by email, and my email's on the university website. So you can contact the teachers through here, myself or Pearl, and you can tell us what you think is right or wrong about the course. And to a point, we'll try and meet your needs if you think that something is being done or not being done appropriately. Okay? The course lasts about 14 weeks in total. Two of the weeks are going to be assessments. If you miss one of these assessments because you have a prior commitment, you can talk to the TA about possibly doing it as a special exam, but that will only be for under very special circumstances. Now the timetable at the moment, I'm just going to take a picture of this to put it up. So the timetable is what we call a living document. It can change from week to week. It's provisional. So provisional means it can change depending on what is happening in the world and the world of business, of current affairs and business. Now, obviously, for example, this particular week, we're doing introductions now, and if you get your accounts today, we may be able to do some student introductions. But at the moment, Ford is moving its production to Mexico, which is happened recently, and they've just announced it. And we've got a video that talks about Henry Ford, and this is of some consequence to people working in America. Now, time permitting, we may talk about the US presidential candidates, Clinton and Trump, which is quite interesting because they're very, very different. And what happens is we put up the video or the reading. I talk about a paragraph, and then we ask you questions. Now, it's going to be difficult today because you haven't got accounts yet, but we'll do what we can. And each week, these will be published in advance, so if you wish to read them, you can. Pearl, would you like me to start some teaching, or would you like to get the account sorted out?
Yeah, I think we should get some domestic affairs settled first. Now that some of them have set up accounts, but they are waiting for a TA to approve them. So why don't you give us 10 minutes or 15 minutes?
Hello, how are you?
Hi.
You were here last semester, were you?
I'm here.
Oh, hello. Some of the
Hello.
stuff today you may remember, but you should be very good.
Okay. I'll try.
That's all we can ask. Pearl, I might start with this.
We start, and we can always do some catch-up next week, because in the first few weeks it's always very turbulent, right? Students might change, and they come and go. So why don't we just start? And I have newer information. We have 2 Japanese students in the class as well, but they haven't get an account process yet. Okay,
Oh, well,
and we
we'll
have 2
concentrate on the
more.
one here.
Yeah. Okay.
The
So
ones we
far
have
in
got.
the class,
Ask them
there
really
are
hard questions.
yeah, we have like 20 students in the big classroom.
Okay. Just
So why don't we just start and get them and let them have a
yes.
feeling what this class is like.
All right, where we'll start with some grammar, some vocabulary. Shusha, I know you're a very
Yeah.
rich young lady, but I don't have any cash just now. Which one would you choose? Flat broken, no money, flat broke or less money?
The first one, I think.
No.
Then,
You're 50% right, but you need another one.
then
I lost a
the
bit there,
third
flat
one,
broke.
flat broke.
That's
Yeah.
right. So are you flat broke or have you got some money?
I'm I'm flat broke.
Really? Oh well. I wish you well in your fortunes then. Thank you, Kusha. Lucy.
Hi.
Hello, Lucy. She needs to
Hello.
ask her parents to lend her some money because she's already £250 something at the bank. Overdraw, over debt, over debts, or overdrawn. Which one would you choose?
Overdraw.
That's right, overdrawn.
Um,
So what does that mean, Lucy, if you're overdrawn at the bank? Explain in your words what it means.
mm, you you take too much money from the bank.
That's correct. That's right. So would you like to be overdrawn at the bank?
Huh. No.
No, that's right, no. Sandy.
Hi.
Hello, Sandy.
Hello.
Her company didn't make a profit again this year. She's really disappointed it's still not make money, in the red, in the black, or no make money.
B.
That's right. No, that's wrong, rather. Try again. Did you say, what did you say? D?
B.
B, that's right.
The
B,
second.
in the red. That's correct. In the red means no profit. In fact, it means they have a note. They're overdrawn at the bank. What does in the black mean?
Um, means make a profit.
That's right. So in the red and in the black are different. In the red means you make no profit. In fact, you owe money. In the black means it's okay. You're good. Thank you, Tim. No, Tim.
Hello.
Hello, Tim.
I'm here.
Right, you found a house you really want to buy. Now, which one do you want from the bank? A mortgage, interest, money, or a loan?
Loan.
All right, I'll tell you that loan is okay, but there's a better word that means a loan for a house only.
Mortgage.
That's right, mortgage. So that's the better one, because a mortgage is money for a house or an apartment. So it's a type of loan, you're right, but mortgage is the correct answer there. Tim, how many houses do you own?
Oh. 我刚讲了。Zero.
Zero, all right. How many would you like to own?
Maybe just one.
Just one. All right, that's a good ambition. Vaclav, hello.
Hello?
Hello, all right, where are you from? It's obviously not Japan.
I'm from Czech Republic.
Okay. Last year they all spoke very good English from the Czech Republic, so you should be very good.
I hope
What
so.
is a gross salary?
I think it's salary before the government takes the taxes, or the country takes the
That's
taxes.
right. Before tax, correct. And what is after tax called?
It's the money you actually get after the taxes.
Correct, but instead of gross salary, which is before tax, what do you call your salary after tax? In other words, the opposite of gross.
I don't know that one.
All right, that's called net.
Okay.
So net salary. And so your net salary is after tax. Okay? Right, can you do this one
Okay.
now? So he gets a gross salary of 2,000, but after something he only takes home 1,400. So which one?
I think it's income tax.
Correct. So after income tax, he only takes home 1,400. That's quite a high rate of tax, actually. So it's about 40%, I think. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Michael. Michael, you need to switch something
Hello?
off because your sound is really... Can you hear me? Good. Am I saying your name right? Is it Michael or Mikhail?
It's about Michael.
Michael's okay, all right. She worked really hard this year, so she's given a 10% pay. Which one?
Turn off. Wait a minute, please.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, I think it's pay extra or pay increase. I'm not sure. I think
Well,
it
which
means
one
the
do you think's
same.
more? No, increase is the word you want.
Increase.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you took out A, you could say 10% extra pay. But the only one that works with A 10% pay is increase. What's inflation?
Inflation means that the money loses their value, something
Yeah.
like that.
So every year there might be 3% inflation, and in real terms your value goes down, which is unfortunate. That's what's happened in Australia where I live.
May I ask you, can you see
Okay.
me? Because I
Yes.
cannot see my picture.
Just a minute. Yes, you can now.
No, I cannot see myself. but other people
Well, I can see
they
you.
see me.
Yeah. You're very ugly, aren't you?
Young.
Yeah, very young, that'll do. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, now we're going to try and do a video. Hopefully it will work. Okay. How was it possible for Ford to build their modern T much quicker than other cars?
Hi, I'm Lily.
Hello.
And I think because he has a assembly line, they build the different components of the car by different people.
That's right. It was an automobile production line. What is that? Describe it for me.
A production line, I think it's mm, a thing to be produced, and different parts of the thing can be done by different steps.
That's right. So it's on a moving production line, and at each point something is added. And it's standardized and much quicker than doing everything individually. Now, which was not used to describe the Model T? Complex, cheap, and rugged.
Hello. I'm
Hello.
Jenny. And for the question two, the, the Model T is simple, not complex.
That's right. Now, Jenny, if somebody was going to describe you, would you like to be complex, cheap, rugged, or simple? Which would you like?
Rugged.
If you describe a woman as cheap,
Oh,
what does that mean?
oh, cheap. That's not good.
Yeah, like not good.
Easy to get. Mm.
That's right. A bit sort of so-so. All right. And what does rugged mean?
Means strong,
Yes. And complex?
complex. Hard to figure out.
Yeah, hard to figure out. So it's the opposite of simple. Thank you.
Thank you.
What colors of mod? Yes.
When you describe someone as rugged, what does that mean? Is it a term to describe a
Uh,
person?
Yes, it can be. Usually, it's used to describe a man or a very a strong-looking woman, shall we say?
Like whom? Like
Just
whom?
let me.
Give me an example.
You know James Bond?
Okay. Yeah, James Bond, but he's more conceived as a handsome guy. Uh,
Yes, but he's also described
and,
as rugged.
okay. And women
Now you.
who is rugged. Okay.
um,
Give me a female counterpart. Can you give me a
I'm
female
just looking for
counterpart?
one for you. Oh, have you? What about that woman that's getting divorced? Brad Pitt's wife.
Oh, Angelina Jolie. You
Yes,
describe her
she's rugged
as
in some movies.
okay, okay. But she's also considered to be one of the most beautiful women in the world.
Well, depending on your
So
point
that
of view.
means she. Oh, okay. That so means she's tough, right?
Hmm. But people that work in difficult jobs may be described as rugged. Do you know what which a lumberjack is?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Well, they're described as rugged. So somebody like this, just a minute. So James Bond could be said to have rugged good looks. He could be described as rugged because he's got a chopper for his thing and he's wearing, and he's slim and attractive apparently. What do you think, Karen? Is this man rugged?
Karen.
What is your opinion?
Question again. Well, Karen is from Japan, so she might have a very different opinion. Karen. What do you think of this man? You have to, yeah. Yes,
Hello.
Hello.
Uh,
That was a
describe.
big sigh, Karen.
Okay.
I put in rugged Asian man into Google and came up with this. Do you prefer him?
Yes.
All right, that's good. Why?
Why? Mm, his wearing style is more simple style, and his his style looks like Japanese or Korean, so
Fair enough.
more yeah, similar feeling.
Okay. Kenny.
Hello.
What do you think of this man? Do you fancy him?
Yeah, I prefer this than last one.
Okay, why?
Because this one don't have mustache. It look like
Okay.
clean.
All right. Now, getting back to thank you, Kenny. These questions. What colours of Model T Ford was available?
Hello, I'm Tiffany, and I think what he just saying is as what color you like, as long as it's a black.
That's right. So that means there's only black. Would you like a black car?
Yep. Well, no, I prefer white.
Why no? Okay, why?
I think it's more clean.
Yes, certainly in
Yep.
Australia, white is cooler because
Oh,
black's very hot. We have a lot of
yep,
sun here, same in Taiwan. But a lot of Asian people in Australia like black cars.
yep. I
Now,
think
I'm going
also
to
in
say they,
Taiwan.
yeah, yeah, they think they are cool. So when I say they're cool, it means they think they look good. So are you cool?
A little bit.
A little bit. That's it. No, good. All right. What year was the Model T first introduced?
Hi, I'm
Hello.
Cindy. I I didn't get that.
All right. What year was the Model T first introduced?
I don't know.
All right. What? How do you say that year?
Uh, 1909.
Correct. And how many years ago was it?
Uh, 107 years.
Good, very good. So I'm not very good at maths. Correct, so 107 years ago. What sort of car would you like, Cindy, if you had the money?
BMW.
Oh, really? Which one? Which model? The big one or the little one?
I have no idea.
As long as it's a
All of
BMW.
them.
Or all of that. All right, fair enough. Why did Henry Ford reduce his employees' workday from 9 to 8 hours?
Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Is 5?
No, you want to say who you are.
Hello, I'm Aya from Japan.
Name?
Hello, Aya.
Hello.
Aya, sorry.
Yeah.
So why did Henry Ford reduce his workday from 9 to 8 hours?
From 9 to... You want to repeat that?
He could run 8-hour shift each day and build cars all the time, whole day.
Yeah, so he could run 3 to 8 hour shifts.
Okay.
What is a shift?
Shift the time they work.
Yes, that's right. It's the time you work each day. So what does round the clock mean, Aya? So Aya, what does round the
It
clock
means
mean?
holiday.
That's right. So there's 3 8-hour shifts in one day, 888. And he was the first person to do that. Thank you. What was the top speed of the Model T and how many gears did it have?
Top speed is 40 to 45 miles per hour.
Hmm.
And 4 gears.
Good. What was missing in modern cars? So, in comparison with modern cars, what's missing? What sort of gear?
Backside gear.
Backwards, not backside.
Backward.
Your backside is your bum.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So a backwards gear, or we call them reverse gear. So how do you think that they made the car go backwards? So when you wanted a Model T to go backwards, what did you do?
Because they don't have that engine. Yeah. So you don't know. You can say, oh, punch it. Push it. Push it.
That's right. They had to push it. That was the only way they could make it go backwards. Right. How many body styles of the Model T were made? Now that's not a fair question because there are a lot, but have you any idea?
Hello.
Hello?
Oh, I'm Jasmine.
Hi, Jasmine.
I think it's 11.
Very good. I think that, but there's all these. I actually had to listen about 3 times to get all these. And I won't go through the different types. There's many different types there, but touring cars, you know, it just depends on whether you've got a roof on and what you put on the back. How many Model Ts were built?
$50.5 million.
Yeah, 15.5 million. All right. How am I going to write this? So 1.5, what else?
Oh. 6.
How many zeros?
Oh, 7.
Nope.
对，我看 6. 可是
Yeah, but that's not the right number. That's not the right number, is it? That's 15 million. Where are you going to get your 0.5 in?
对啊，14个，然后加100吧，所以可是有个小数点，所以应该是5个零。50 啊。
Yes, 15,500,000. So 15,500,000 to 15.5 million. Okay. What's a trillion? How many zeros?
Oh. 天啊！
Thousands? Millions? Billions? Trillion is 12 zeros. I think the next one is quadrillion, which is 12 zeros. I'm not sure, but most people don't have quadrillion, so we don't do too much. But a trillion is 12 zeros. That's quite a lot of money. Mind you, in new Taiwanese dollars, you probably get up to trillions because they're not worth much, are they? Why did the Model T have to be so rugged and strong?
Hello, I'm Howard.
Hello, Howard.
Because the road condition is really terrible.
That's right. The roads were rubbish in those days. Now, would you like to be called simple and cheap or rugged and strong, Howard?
Pardon, sorry,
Are you rugged
I
and
want
strong or simple and cheap?
rock and strong.
Okay, why? Make a case. What sports do you like?
Volleyball.
Volleyball, that's all right. That's rugged. You have to be rugged and strong to play volleyball. I can't play, I'm too old. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Pearl, should we have a 10-minute break and then come back and do the reading?
Yes, thank you. I think we all need one.
Okay. Okay. I'm starting at the bottom this time. Hello, Aya.
No.
Aya, what does crass mean?
don't know.
All right. This is from Google. Oh my goodness, you can't see it, can you? Just a minute. I'll take a bigger picture. All right, so what does crass mean, Aya?
Showing no intelligence
Or?
or sensitivity.
Right, and what's an adjective? What does that mean?
Mm, adjective is to be like happy or something.
So, crass is the adjective, and it describes a noun. So, here, what is crass describing? What's the noun?
Decision.
That's right. So a crass decision. So how is it describing the decision? As very good or stupid? Remember, crass means showing no intelligence.
So no, no good decision.
That's right. It's not a good decision. And what is the decision
Decision is
that it's
something
describing?
that we decide. We.
Yep.
Uh,
That's right. So it's saying the greedy men that run Ford have betrayed everything Henry stood for. Betrayed means that they have broken trust with him. So that's the headline, and that's describing this article. Thank you, Aya. This course is designed to make you speak. Don't worry if you make a mistake. It doesn't matter. You're not judged on your mistakes. You're just judged on how willing you are to try. So don't worry about, don't worry if you don't know something. Just say so. So of all the many brilliant ideas that Henry Ford had, his greatest was the $5 a day wage he introduced for all his employers in 1914. This will be equivalent to $120 today, and it nearly doubled the existing rate of most of his workers. Why did he do it? And Ford said it was because he wanted to pay his people well enough so they could afford to buy the cars they made. A more powerful incentive to guarantee high quality work and care, it would be hard to imagine. An incentive is something to make you do something. So if I offered Howard
Oh, hello.
if I offered you $100 US as an incentive to come to class, what does that mean?
Mm. Oh.
Yes, that's right. That's the word.
Ah. Ah.
It's really great. Can you give me?
Yeah,
Oh, it's okay. Okay.
yeah. It's a
Uh,
bribe. So bribe and
really great.
incentive are both the same. Well, I'll give you another incentive. If you don't come to class, we'll fail you. That also is, that's an incentive. It's just a rather negative one. Now, so it said, what is the incentive they're talking about here, Howard? So what's the incentive they're talking about here? So how much is he paying them?
They will be able to afford to buy the car they need.
Correct. But what is the incentive?
Oh, the, mm, double.
Double what?
Double pay.
Yeah, double pay. So he's he's paying them $5 a day, which was double what most people got. Now, why was he paying them the bribe? It wasn't to buy cars. What else? What was he hoping to guarantee?
High quality work.
And care. That's right. So if you had a job, Howard, and I paid you double, would it make you work hard? If I paid you double wages, would that make you work harder?
Yes.
Yes, so that's what he did. He paid them more because he wanted high quality cars and he wanted care taken. And he also wanted them, they might be able to afford to buy his cars. So in other words, if they're affording to buy his cars, he gets his money back anyway. Now, have you got a car yet, Howard?
Not yet. No,
Have
I
you
don't
got
have
a
car.
driving license?
Yeah, I have driving license.
All right, it's more than a lot of people. When are you going to get your first car? Tell me.
I don't know.
Not yet. For a few years, when you get a job.
Yeah, when I have a job, I will buy the
Okay,
car.
thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. The move was stunningly successful. So the move is referring back to the incentive. So it's a referral type of thing. And the move was stunningly successful. It instantly attracted the best mechanics from all over Detroit, which raised productivity and lowered training costs. Productivity is how much you produce in a given period of time. This in turn kick-started the depressed local economy. Kick-started means it greatly helped something. So here, the depressed local economy of Detroit. Detroit is a place in America they used to make cars. So it wasn't doing very well. But by Henry Ford took his company there, and it kick-started the depressed local economy. So it benefited everybody, not just Ford employees. Ford made money, so did America. The perfect fusion is joining of profits and patriotism. Or you may pronounce this as patriotism or patriotism. I think the Americans say patriotism, and it means that you love your country. Right. Linyi. Lin Yan, Hello. I was going to tell you had to smile, but you just did.
Hey, teacher.
Hello. Lin Yi.
My name is Yun.
EU.
Yeah, it's pronounced as Yun.
Iyun.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, why is it spelled Lin Yi?
Is that another person?
No, that's what's on.
That's not me.
Okay, well, stop talking then.
Hi. Here.
Sorry.
Which one? No,
Right.
say,
I've got
can you
Lin
say
Yi.
that again?
I say Lin Yi Ji, but she's saying Lin Yi Un.
Oh, okay. So why don't let's see, Lin? Why don't you start with the first, last name, the last name, Lin or Lee?
What would you like me to call you?
Nicholas, you want Lin or Lee?
I don't mind, whichever she prefers.
But whom did you call? Lin or Lee? So it's different person.
Just a minute, I'll show you. That person.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm here.
Oh, that's Lin.
I'm very pleased for you. That's Lin, is it? All right.
So you
All right.
want Lin
So
or
Lin,
Lee?
that's all right.
Okay, okay. We'll go with Lin.
All right,
Yeah,
Lin. What does the move refer to?
Raise double money.
Good. And what does stunningly successful mean?
Amazing.
Good. Amazingly successful. What does it refer to?
This move.
Yep, the move. And what were the results of the move?
You mean a crowd?
What? All right. What happened when he did this?
It was successful and make American more prosperous.
That's right. He made America more prosperous. So raise productivity is more prosperous. Good word. Would you like to be prosperous when you grow up?
Yes, I would.
Grow older, I should say, not grow up. And kick-started means?
I don't know.
All right. If something, actually, I'll give you a definition of the easiest way. If you kickstart something, it means that you make it work quickly. So here we have a depressed local economy. So he brought in instantly attractive best mechanics. It kick-started the depressed local economy because all these people came in, started working, so the economy got better. What's a kick?
Use your foot to do something.
That's right. So you're using your foot to kick somebody. So this is it's booting it along, making the economy much better. Now, last question to you, and then I'll stop bothering you. It said it raised productivity and lowered training costs. How?
Because more skillful people want to get this bonus or get this pay, so so they want to join this company, so the company can they don't have to training these skillful people, so they
That's
can
right,
lower
they don't have
their
to train
training
them.
costs.
They're already trained. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, I don't know the name of this person. She's hiding, or he's hiding. Now, while Ford is doing what Ford is doing now betrays everything Henry Ford stood for. Stood for means everything he thought was important. I heard a loud noise in my London office today. It began as a cemetery in Detroit, swirled around America, then reverberated across the Atlantic and clattered angrily into my airspace. This is rather long-winded, but this person here is saying he heard a loud noise and it bounced all around the world. So this decision, he's saying, is bad. And in fact, we used to have an expression in English. He said, he turned in his grave. Now, what's your name? I can't pronounce it because you've written it in Mandarin. So, how do I say your name?
My name is Cindy.
Cindy. Oh, you're Cindy, are you? All right, thank you, Cindy. Cindy, could you write Cindy from now on? Because I can't read Mandarin very well. Cindy? It said here, Henry Ford was turning in his grave because the decision they've made is very bad. So what do you think it means he's turning in his grave?
I think he think it is not a great idea.
That's right. He wouldn't agree. So he's dead. When you're dead, it's say you're resting. Well, in English we say eternal rest. Eternal rest means you rest permanently. You're never alive again. So if somebody disturbs your rest, you're turning in your grave. So this is an expression, turning in his grave. It means you're not happy. Now, the greatest industrialist in the history of the United States would have been sickened by the breaking news this morning about the world-renowned car company he created. So, Cindy, do you know what an industrialist is?
I don't know his idea.
Do you know what industrial means?
I know. steel car.
Yeah. So it talks about industry. So an industrialist is somebody involved in industry. So an industrialist, it's a noun, and it refers to a person involved in industry. So who is it referring to here? It says the greatest industrialist in the history of the United States. Who's it referring to?
Ford.
Right, and what's his first name?
Henry.
That's right, Henry Ford. And why is he a great industrialist? What's he done? What industry?
He increased his employees' pay.
That's right. So he created a world-renowned car company. So if you like, the industry of car making or car manufacture. Okay. So manufacturing is the same as an industry. So now it says the final sentence here. Ford announced it's moving its small car production from US plants to Mexico. Not some of it, all of it. This will create 2,800 new jobs, not in America, but in Mexico. Can you explain what Ford are doing? So why is Ford why would Henry Ford be unhappy? Cindy, what have they done that he would not have approved of?
I think he moved his production to Mexico. And对，
OK，你回答了吗？
我不知道有没有听到。
Did you hear me?
Did you hear me?
I'm sorry, I've moved my microphone and switched it off by mistake. So the bad thing was they created 2,800 new jobs, not in America, but Mexico. Cindy, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you talking there. My apologies. Can you hear me now okay?
Yes.
All right, thank you. All right, Jason.
Hi.
Hi. Jason, I can see the top of your head. It's very nice, but could I see your face? That's better. Thank you. Jason,
Hi.
it says Ford CEO Mark Fields. What's a CEO?
CEO don't know.
So what do you think a chief executive officer does? Would you like to be one someday?
Cooperative.
Chief executive officer. What do they do?
They they make the decision.
That's right. They are the top manager. Now, he's told investors are people that put money in the company, over the next 2-3 years, we'll have migrated, that's mean moved, all our small car production to Mexico, out of the United States. Now, the writer of the article then says, isn't that, with 93 Americans currently unemployed, an astonishing thing for the boss of a major company to boast about? So my question is, what does the writer of this article think about, I'm writing this for you, about this decision? So what does the writer of this article think about the decision to move all small car production to Mexico? Does he think it's a good idea or a bad idea? And you have to tell me why.
No, it's not a good decision.
Not a good decision. Because if you read that last line, or that last sentence, isn't that, so why does he think it's a bad decision?
Oh, because many Americans are unemployed.
That's right. Actually, 4 times the size of Taiwan. Do you know the population of Taiwan?
Oh,
What's the population of Taiwan? That's right. I think it's 20 million, is it, Jason?
23 million people.
23 million. Okay. Are you one of them? Just say yes.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Very good. Thank you. Sarah.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine.
Who's Donald Trump?
Trump.
Yep.
Oh. Yes, I know.
Yes, well, tell me, because I don't know.
Presidential candidate.
That's right. Now, it said, this Trump has long railed. Now, railed means spoken against. It's not a common word, but if you rail against something, you speak against it. So he's long spoken against precisely this kind of corporate activity. So it's referring back to the previous paragraph, Sarah. He's talking about the decision to send jobs to Mexico. So he's is talking about the decision to send jobs away from America, and he instantly branded the move horrible and an absolute disgrace. He also declared that if he becomes president, he will impose a 35% import tax on any Ford cars built in Mexico. This, he explained, will either force them to bring production back home, or they'll end up paying America a lot of money. When we send our jobs out of Michigan, we're also sending away our tax base. Now, Sarah, what does this refer to?
%35 import tax.
Good, that's right. And what is an import tax?
When you import some product from another country.
And what do you do with, all right, if a car costs $100,000 to make, and there's an import tax of 35%, how much will it cost? How much will it cost after you've paid the import tax? How much?
135,000.
Okay. Is that a high tax?
Very, very high.
All right. What is it in a fraction? So we've said it's 35%. Approximately, how much is it? Half or a different fraction? Approximately one.
One third.
About 1/3, just over a third. And that's a lot. Would you like to have to pay 1/3 more for your first car, or would you prefer to pay 1/3 less?
1/3 less.
That's right. Okay. Thank you, Sarah. So make no mistake. This is a way of addressing somebody. Make no mistake. That means understand this well. It's just an expression. It's somebody when they're talking. Make no mistake. Ford has done this from no motivation other than pure capitalist greed. Karen, what is pure capitalist greed?
I don't know.
Do you know what a capitalist is?
To realize.
Is Taiwan a capitalist society or a communist society?
Okay. Economist.
Capitalist. You like money. So, if we're talking about finance, Karen, what is capital? So if you're talking about finance, what is capital?
Finance, money.
Yep. Capital is cash, or the interest you have in something. So capitalists are countries that rely on their economy to make a profit, which America, all the Western world, and most of the Asian world are capitalist economies. China is also now a capitalist economy. Not as good as Taiwan or the West, but they are capitalist. So Ford have done this from no motivation. They want more money. They've moved the jobs out to Mexico because it's cheaper. Because production costs in America are very expensive. So the company is stinking rich and raking in cash with assets worth 224 billion and pre-tax profits of 3 billion. So Karen, in a year, what will be the annual profit of Ford? So based on the numbers here, what will be the annual profit that Ford makes?
$3 billion.
That's just for one quarter.
Ah,
So how many in the year?
12
Yeah, 12 billion. Is that a good profit?
Yes.
I think so. So why do you think they're moving small car production to Mexico? What's the reason?
To make more money.
That's right, to make more money. So they're going to squeeze the gigantic dollar lemon just a little bit tighter. Thank you.
Thank you.
Domestic manufacturing has collapsed this century in the United States. Decimated. Decimated means cut down by a combination of new technology and outsourcing factories abroad. Outsourcing means sending, not doing it where the companies, sorry, outsourcing means sending things away to another country. So I'm not sure what Taiwan does, but Australia sends a lot of things to India and China because it's cheaper to produce components. So we send things away and then bring them back. That's called outsourcing. There are an estimated 12 million US manufacturing jobs today, down from a peak of 19 million in 1979, with most of the fall happening since 2000. This extraordinary drop-off has wrecked many communities, causing huge financial and social hardship for millions of Americans. Jay.
Hello.
What's outsourcing?
Moving factory out from the country.
Yeah, so moving industries offshore, as we say. And how does that, what's domestic manufacturing? What's domestic mean?
I don't know.
All right. What does international mean?
International. Whole world?
Yes. And domestic means just your
only
country.
the country?
That's right. So domestic manufacturing in America is only American manufacturing. And why has it collapsed? Decimated means collapse. So why is it being reduced? What were the two things that reduced it?
Because the new technology and outsourcing.
Yeah. So new technology and outsourcing. And what have been the results? What is the result of this for America?
They are losing jobs and
have huge financial and social
problem
hardship.
in financial.
What is social hardship?
I don't know.
All right. What is social? What does it refer to? Are you a social person?
No, I'm not.
No, you're antisocial, are you? Well, if you were normal and you liked interacting with other people, do you need money to interact with other people at parties?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, if you
A
ain't
lot.
got no money, causes social hardship. That means you have difficulty paying for everything. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Right. Tuba. Tuba, can you talk to me? Is that all right?
Yes, I can talk to you.
Okay. I can't put your picture on because your sound's bouncing.
Yeah, I don't know
But
why.
can you do the last paragraph? No, it doesn't matter. Ford insists no American jobs will be lost as the result of the move. And their reasoning, as production of larger vehicles be moved to its Wayne plant in Michigan.
Yeah.
So this is, they say no jobs will be lost because of this. This may or may not turn out to be true. But what's undeniable is this decision will directly boost Mexico's job market and not Americans. So my question is, first of all, what does this refer to, Tuva?
The result?
Yep. And what is there is, and what, actually no, refers to something else.
Microphone? Okay. Can you hear me now? I guess yes.
Yes.
Yeah, the result is um, moving to the Wayne in Michigan.
Yes.
And so
it's
this
talking.
may.
So this moving.
Yeah, this
may or
moving.
may not turn out to be true. But what is going to be the result in the opinion of this writer? What will be the definite result?
It's the boost Mexico's job markets.
Yep, and not America's. And what jobs will be boosted? What jobs will be increased in Mexico?
What jobs?
Yep. Yeah. What jobs? In what industry?
The mention about the other paragraphs in like I cannot explain this. The before that we mentioned about the industry of the car. So is this because
That's right.
the industry of the car?
They're going to Mexico, so car manufacturers.
Yeah.
Right. You're from Turkey, are you?
I am from Turkey.
How on earth did you end up in Taiwan? Did you get lost?
No, I'm not alive yet.
So, are you an exchange student?
I'm sorry, but I'm in trouble. Hear you a little bit, so I can increase
are
my.
Are you an exchange student?
Yeah, I'm an exchange student 1 semester.
And are you learning Mandarin?
No, No, I am in business management, so it's in English, not the other courses.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
So your English should be very good from Turkey.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Tuba.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else today, Pearl?
Nicholas, you want to show them the example of student portfolio? Because someone asked me what that is.
I'm going to make them do it as a video this term, Pearl, so I don't want to show them something that's not correct.
Okay. The student portfolio, isn't that just picture and their self-introduction?
No, I'm making them do it as a video,
Oh, okay. So you
this
want to try
semester.
something new.
Yeah. So I do.
Okay.
So I'm giving them a 10%, and I will give a, I'll talk about it next week, and I'll give them some questions they can answer, and I will
Okay.
mark them on the quality of their responses to the questions.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
So maybe, yeah, maybe next week we can do the introduction of the course again.
Yep, that will be fine.
Now that everyone can get access to the screen. Okay.
Good. All right. Well, have a good week, everybody, and I hope to see you here next week.
Any question? Any question from the class? Yes. Do you have any question for Nicholas? Okay. That's for
Who's
now.
Sandy? She's a new one. Sandy, hello.
Hello.
Where are you from?
Taiwan.
Taiwan. All right. We'll ask you a lot of questions next week because you didn't get one today.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.